Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, my God. Woo! What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Dope. Come on in. Come on in. The water's fine. Come on in, man. Come on in. The water is fine. Oh, my God. Oh. Had to wipe my eyes out, man. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. Of course, you guys know I haven't slept a wink. I slept maybe an hour. Okay, no, we are, time in the morning, dude, very early. I still got on the same shirt. Oh, so many things, man. So many questions I've received, phone calls, stuff like that. So I told myself, I tell you, I know who wants to know what I have to say about it more than anyone else, and that's my show business partners. So come on in, man. BK, what's going on with you? Mister, what's up? Big Locks, what's up with you? Man, dude. Devil Dog, 83 Devil Dog, what's up with you? Raphael, Don Willie, what's going on? Sophie Turnup, what's going on with you? DJ Tex 85, Will, what's up with you? PS3, yeah. Oh my God, man, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I'm over here looking like AJ. Well, hopefully I'm looking like AJ when he was still standing. Let's see, Raphael, what's going on, man? How's my people? Who calls? Why? Well, I can't really say that's more exclusive, but people want to know the deal. Hold on. Not coffee, tea. I've been talking nonstop since the fight. Let me hook this tea up for you guys, man. Let me hook this tea up. Oh my God. Go ahead, tea. Soak in, baby. Oh my God. Oh, who else we got? Diplomat, what's going on with you? Brandon Ivy, what's up? Benny Hall, what's up? Ronnie Corporation, boy. I was telling these mugs, man, when I first went live, I'm wiping the coal off my eye. See who's this paging me and why? Man, boy, AJ down, put him in a casket. Only the real, 215. We got to talk about this, man. We really got to talk about this. Who else we got, man? Oh my God, official viewing, what's going on? Maximum Davis, what's going on? James Franks, what's up with you? Get this together, man. Devon Bowman, what's up with you? Matthew Morrison, and Matthew, man, one of my, man, you go hard for me, man. That's a show business partner, man. You're not one of my day ones, but you go hard just the same. Pause. Maximus Davis, what's up with you? Unanimous. You know what it is, Playboy. Everybody keep coming in, man. I know I did do a poll to see. Oh, I got another one. I did a poll to see if you guys wanted me to go live, so I know enough of you guys are interested. So come on in, man. Lawrence Johnson, come on in. Shout out from South Central. Oh my God. Man, dude, number one, I've never been in South Central. I know the movie though, Deuce, Deuce here. You know what I mean? Don't let this be happening. I know that. Little Bobby's his star. He got little Bobby still in car stereos. What else we got? Lawrence Johnson, what's going on with you? Michael Juice from South Africa. Much love to you. What else we got, man? Nelson De La Cruz. Do you, AJ, would have ended up like Brazil against Deontay Wilder? We're going to talk about that. Those are good. Let me get my tea together. And we're going to talk about all that, man. And the funny thing is, when I was being interviewed today, it wasn't a radio show. That's next week. But when I was getting interviewed today, That was a question, definitely. So people really want to know. Actually, I'm about to, yeah. Let me dump this. Get the scissor. Gotta have my honey up in there. Only the real 215. What's up with you? Shout out from Bama. I know y'all hyped up. I know you hyped up, and we'll talk about that too. Robert Timms upset bigger than Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. No, it's not bigger than that. It's not bigger than that. Anthony Joshua didn't look invincible. He never looked invincible. Mike Tyson, different thing. Mike Tyson captivated people more than Anthony Joshua. It's not the same thing. And yeah, but it's a big upset though. But not Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. Not that big. But he can be the Buster Douglas of this day. We'll see how the future looks for him. As for Andy Ruiz, let's see. Darren Johnson, what's up? TK, peace. Yo, I got teabagged, BK. You have no idea, man. Talking nonstop. That looked like that had a little. Oh my God. Okay. Peace. Soul. Serenity. All right, man. So let's talk about this. The big question. Okay. What does that mean? What does this KO victory? Okay, that carries more weight. And I'm talking about 4 knockdowns. What does this mean for Deontay Wilder in particular? All right, man, look. People are responding as if Deontay Wilder beat AJ last night. That lets you know the perception. So it's impactful. I tell people all the time, the casual fan is the most important fan. Okay? Believe it or not, many of the people saying, man, yeah, man, I told y'all Deontay Wilder. That's a response mostly from casual fans. A purist would be like, man, Andy Ruiz, man, he just knocked out Anthony Joshua, first Mexican heavyweight of all time. That's a purist, okay? And then following that, maybe Deontay Wilder, maybe. Because a purist understands styles make fights. A purist understands that Andy Ruiz beat AJ and not Deontay Wilder. We do understand the trifecta of Ali, Foreman, Frazier. For there's many examples, but the closest one, the biggest one that jumps out in people's minds is Ali, Foreman, Frazier, right? Foreman destroys Frazier. Frazier and Ali have a hard fight where Frazier beats Ali. Ali beats Foreman, okay? So style makes fights, okay? But this is why this is different. Let me tell you why this is different. This is different because when Frazier beat Ali, it wasn't due to Ali having a chin that can't withstand punches. That is huge. Because if that was the case, Ali lost to Frazier because Frazier hit too hard. And then he was fighting Foreman, who hits harder. That's different. Frazier is a squatty, explosive heavyweight, coming with speed, explosion from a short stature, different type of pressuring style. His punches are more explosive and shorter. He's faster. Foreman, on the other hand, bigger, slower, power, but their punches are wider, easier to time, more looping. Okay. So that's a style makes fight situation. With Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, the glaring, impactful, the thing that just jumps out is the fact that Anthony Joshua couldn't withstand Andy Ruiz's power. So immediately you say, well, Anthony Joshua, if he can't withstand Andy Ruiz punching power, there was no way he could withstand Bomb Squad. That's why this is a bit different. So, one can presume that Deontay Wilder will knock AJ to obliteration. He would obliterate him. Knock him into oblivion. So, without even seeing an AJ Deontay Wilder fight, the anticipation is no longer there. The romance of the fight has disappeared. That isn't just out the blue conversation. That is meaningful, a meaningful response to the impact of what happened on DAZN last night. Okay? With that said, another reason why Deontay Wilder, quote unquote, won to many of Deontay Wilder fanboys and the heavyweight landscape. Andy Ruiz, and let me do it like this. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, they couldn't fight because they were across the street. You had Matchroom and PBC. It was hard to make that fight. One wanted to be the A side, the other one wanted to be the A side, two promotional companies. Andy Ruiz got all the straps now. The remaining straps. He unified, but he's with PBC. It's that much easier, infinitely times more easy to make the fight with Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz now that they're both in the bed together. PBC. Let's hear what you guys got to say. Would have stretched him too. I don't believe that. Eddie here, Bear, WWE paper champion. Why Wilder happy? The biggest payday he could get now is gone. Okay, King Juice. The biggest payday that Deontay Wilder can get now is gone. Well, that's if you want to. How about this? How about this? Legacy versus money. Colors. Remember that quote, that joke on Colors? When the older cop was telling the joke about the young bull and the old bull. Hey, why don't we just run down the hill and, you know, have sex with one of those bulls down there, one of those cows down there? And the father bull said, no, son, why don't we walk down and have sex with all of them? Didn't say that have sex where I just don't know who's watching right now. Okay. What that means is Deontay Wilder could be upset like, man, I didn't run and get a big cow. Where he's at right now is he could get Anthony Joshua. That fight could be made down the road still. And it still will make some money. But instead of having that, just that big fight, it makes Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight bigger. That's going to make more money. I bet you. More people going to tune in to Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury now. More people going to tune in to Deontay Wilder and Ortiz now. Deontay Wilder's the man people want to watch now. And people want to see, wait, let's see if Deontay Wilder, the haters, let's see if Deontay Wilder take a loss that AJ took. More people going to tune in to those two fights now. More people going to tune in to the rematch, the rubber match, the trilogy, Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder. Now there's an Andy Ruiz, another big fight. See, there was no other fights. There was no other fighters that could bring that type of attraction. Now Andy Ruiz, he could bring that attraction. And guess what? Andy Ruiz, he can definitely beat AJ again. But we'll talk about that later. But what I'm saying is there's a new player. So instead of everything being all on Anthony Joshua, now you got another person. Check this out. The Anthony Joshua-Deontay Wilder fight, that had like a rematch attached to it. He'd get $40 million, Anthony Joshua first fight, $40 million second fight. Now looking at Andy Ruiz against AJ, would there have been a second fight? Deontay Wilder could have easily cleaned his clock early. If Andy Ruiz can catch Anthony Joshua in the exchange and drop him in the third round, Deontay Wilder could do the same thing and put him to sleep, period. Right? So, it's not a for sure there would have been a second fight if people would have even wanted that. What I'm saying is there's more money to be made now than before. Al Heyman's about to freeze out DAZN and Eddie Hearn bankruptcy. Wilder destroy Ruiz 4 rounds KO. If I were to make a prediction on that, I think Wilder would beat Ruiz. Especially now that he had a chance to look at Ruiz. Ruiz isn't a shock to everybody. He's like, man, hold on. Okay. On the other hand, someone said Ruiz would knock out Wilder too. This is the heavyweight division. Anybody can knock out anybody. Absolutely. But he can definitely knock out AJ. AJ's chin is a different kind of weak. We found that out. AJ got hit on top of the head and didn't recover for 4 rounds. Okay? He was wobbled in the 3rd, don't forget. He never got his legs back by the 7th. He also heavily muscled. He gets exhausted. We know that he has stamina issues. When Andy Ruiz started throwing that straight to the body, that was gassing him. That made him stick his tongue out at Andy Ruiz. He was finished then. It was around the 6th round, I think. So what I'm saying is there were many elements to that fight. Not just he knocked him out. There were many things that exposed AJ. AJ has a particularly softer chin. He does. We saw him rocked a few times. Dillian White, Klitschko saw him rocked in the amateurs. And then you see this. Okay, dribbled off the mat by Andy Ruiz. Did Andy Ruiz knock out Joseph Parker? Joseph Parker went 12 with Andy Ruiz. Sometimes, it's just like Amir Khan, okay? When you say he could knock out Deontay Wilder, sometimes, most of the time, it's your fighting style that leads to your demise. AJ, like I said before, him and Deontay Wilder, they do have one thing in common. You can catch them while they're trying to get you out of there. They open up and their heads are on an island then. Deontay Wilder got caught by Brazil doing that. But Deontay Wilder's chin is harder, though, than AJ's. Not to say he has a strong chin. It's harder than AJ's, though. Okay? So, yeah. Deontay Wilder will have to watch out for Andy Ruiz's punching power. Definitely. Because of that, because he knows that, he would approach him differently. I'm going to tell you who Andy Ruiz may be. Chris Arreola. And Deontay Wilder, you saw what he did to Chris Arreola with a torn bicep. He did it with one arm. Okay? Styles make fights in this, definitely. And Andy Ruiz, with his fast hands, he doesn't have the best feet. AJ, though, he leans in with his punches, putting his chin out there with a very not so disciplined defense. So Andy Ruiz, yeah, he can knock out Deontay Wilder. He can. But Deontay Wilder, knowing how Andy Ruiz fought AJ, that is just more information for Deontay Wilder. Okay? So all of this helps Deontay Wilder. AJ, on the other hand, was in Miami partying, you know, having a good time. It's hard to train in Miami. Okay, he in Miami all night. You saw those pictures of him in Miami. He took Andy Ruiz as a joke. Didn't look at too many of his fights. Didn't understand what Andy Ruiz brought to the table. Many of us did, though. Many of us talked about Andy Ruiz's skill set. And AJ was embarrassed. He kept getting up. That means he has a chin. No, that means he has heart. He got up because of heart. He has enough heart. Not enough, though, to finish. Look, his heart took him to a certain point because he wasn't convincing enough when he spoke to the ref. He has heart, but not a chin. His heart stood him up. His chin, where his chin at, showed his legs. His legs weren't there. His legs were Bambi. That's not a chin getting up. That's heart getting up. You want to know where his chin at? Look at Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz got hit by a way harder, more flush, more explosive left hook than AJ got hit with. Ruiz, when he got up, he didn't have the rubber legs, bro. He had it for a quick second, but he definitely didn't have it to where it lasted 4 rounds later. Was there probably nice. How many belts are left in other divisions that Al Heyman doesn't own yet to run the board? Jared Fitzgerald. Now, good point. Okay, it's a little bit outside of the topic. Okay, so you're more of a Al Heyman, like, hey, how successful is Al Heyman right now? Extremely successful. He's holding all the pieces, man. He's holding a lot of pieces. So absolutely. You know, I think Top Rank, you know, with Lomachenko, stuff like, I mean, there's other major players out there. But yeah, he's doing his thing. Oscar De La Hoya in the middleweight division. Still Matchroom in the super middleweight division. They're doing their thing. The dude didn't want to fight. You talking about AJ? Listen, AJ didn't want to let go of the ropes. It's not that he didn't want to fight. He knew if I let go of the ropes, I'm going to stumble, and they're going to call it. So when the ref was like, "Come to me," and was looking away like, "Come to me," he saw AJ was just sitting there like, "No, I'm good." If he let go of the ropes, he was going to stumble, bro. So it was the referee did a good job calling it, and AJ did his best acting job. Equilibrium was done, definitely. Andy Ruiz will get smoked by Wilder or Fury easily. Definitely Fury. Okay, Fury 6'9" on top of his boxing skill. I said this a long time ago, back in these days when I was doing the blue screen in the back. In my opinion, the big heavyweight fight, you can look back in the archives. In my opinion, I said, guess what? Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury made the fight easy. But the fight that they made is the best fight in the heavyweight division. I said that. The reason why I said that is because I knew that Deontay Wilder versus AJ was just an offensive fight. It was just a tough man contest. I knew that. Whoever landed on who the most effectively is going to end up winning that fight. And it was going to end in a knockout. It was going to be a short fight. Because both of them, they're not that disciplined defensively, and they both can get caught in exchange, and they both don't have chins like concrete, okay? So I knew the fight was Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder. Joshua not hungry no more. He's too rich. No, I think you guys got it popped. Look, Anthony Joshua, he wants that. Look, I don't know how we could try to read the heart of Anthony Joshua. Where he come from, he's been holding the straps. He wanted Deontay Wilder. He wants Tyson Fury. He just got beat last night. See, that's the thing. People don't want to just say, he got outworked last night. You kind of want to give all these reasons. What happened? What happened was Andy Ruiz beat him last night. Now, we don't know as a society. We do not know how to, let me get closer to the mic. As a society, we don't know how to take a loss anymore. So we try to think like, oh man, Anthony Joshua, he's not hungry, or Anthony Joshua, he just got beat. Now that he got beat, just like Ali, he got beat against Ken Norton, he got beat against Joe Frazier, he got beat against Spinks. Okay, Manny Pacquiao, he was beat. Marquez, he got beat. Jeff Horn, Floyd Mayweather. Sometimes you lose. That's great. Sugar Ray Leonard, he's been beat by Duran, and Hagler got beat. Well, Hagler, he couldn't stand getting beat by Sugar Ray Leonard. But you know what I'm saying? These guys been beat. Bernard Hopkins against Jermaine Taylor. And you lose sometimes. How do you get back up? Anthony Joshua, he wants that fight again. The secret is, though, between you and I, Andy Ruiz may be better than Anthony Joshua. When I saw that fight, AJ looked like he didn't have an answer. Fundamentally, AJ got to go back to the drawing board. He may need a fight or two before the rematch. Let me tell you this too. With that said, by the time he comes back, Andy Ruiz may not even have the straps. Since Andy Ruiz is with PBC, they're already talking about Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz making that fight. I bet you that. Bet money. Yeah, Rick A. Yeah. That was the Habib fight against Conor McGregor. That's a video of mine that I put up. Let's see. That was from, I think that was one of my shows, I think. Yeah, that's me actually. Deontay Wilder should fight Andy Ruiz now. Jamie Castro. No. Deontay Wilder has the Ortiz fight. That's happening. Deontay Wilder also has the Tyson Fury fight. You don't want to collect all the rings in the gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet. Think about how Al Heyman and Shelly, how Al Heyman mostly is thinking. Al Heyman got an Andy Ruiz first Mexican heavyweight champion that he can build up and put more hype behind. You don't want to give all the Infinity Gauntlet to Deontay Wilder before he fights Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury messed around and beat Deontay Wilder, and now he has all the straps, right? Let's see how Deontay Wilder do against Tyson Fury. First Ortiz, then Tyson Fury. Andy Ruiz, we can build hype around him, get him another, because Andy Ruiz don't lose, okay? He didn't lose to AJ, and I always said that he should have gotten the nod against Joseph Parker. How many times you guys seen me say that? So Andy Ruiz ain't losing. You match him up against some guys that Andy Ruiz can beat, Adam Kaunaki, stuff like that within the PBC. As Deontay Wilder take on Tyson Fury. Let's see if Deontay Wilder get past Tyson Fury. If he does, boop, he gets all the straps. But you don't want to do that now, though. You don't want to have Deontay Wilder fight Andy Ruiz. More than likely, he beats Andy Ruiz with a KO. More than likely, because of his dexterity, flexibility, his hand speed, his height, his athleticism, and the greatest right hand you've seen since Lennox Lewis. So, you don't want him getting all the straps and then running to fight Tyson Fury and then lose them all. Let's see how he does against Tyson Fury first. They were already talking rematch. Saw it on ESPN. Yeah, Andy Ruiz. Here's what you guys need to understand. Yeah, they're talking rematch. This is what you need to understand. A rematch clause doesn't mean immediately. So it all depends on what PBC want to do. They don't have to have a rubber match immediately. They don't. That's how rematch clauses work. You can put in your rematch clause. It doesn't have to happen next. PBC, Al Heyman and them could be like, hold on, man. We want to set this fight up first, man. Mess around, Andy Ruiz, lose all the belts. Say, hey, man, yeah, here's that rematch. Not for the belts, though. Fury wins, Ruiz KOs Wilder. Rick A., is that what you hope? Or do you see some technical, are you looking at it as an analyst and say, hey, this is what Andy Ruiz brings to the table, and this is what Deontay Wilder brings to the table, and looking at it, it's a mismatch. Andy Ruiz, did you always feel that way? Or just because Andy Ruiz knocked out AJ, you feel Andy Ruiz, have you been looking at did you look at Andy Ruiz before AJ? Maybe the Andy Ruiz being a champion right now is because of how he matches up against AJ. You feel what I'm saying? So I'd like to know why you say that. Maybe you can enlighten me. As of right now, I think Deontay Wilder KOs Ruiz. When they hold belts, they do. Man, I'm absolutely gutted by the old zero business started by Mayweather needs to stop. James, absolutely. I am in the forefront. And actually, forget me. That was way too self-centered to say. This showbiz community, okay? Showbiz, the adult community. We are in the forefront and we're moving. We're rolling. Look at the subscriber count. We're rolling. Look at the live streams, okay? We're building. I'm getting phone calls and stuff like that. We are in the forefront of dismantling, fixing plugging the hole that Floyd Mayweather created with that undefeated business. Like I said, there's nothing better for a champion than a good butt whooping. Okay? Because that's how you build character and build the great ones. All the greats lost. Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest fighter of all time. But these young people are so odd, so out of their minds. Because Floyd Mayweather was undefeated, that means he could never be beaten. And anyone who has lost, you say, hey man, who will win? Sugar Ray Robinson against Floyd Mayweather. That's not even a conversation. It's not a conversation if you know boxing. But Sugar Ray Robinson lost before though. Look who he lost to. That's a shame. Let's put this in perspective. Anthony Joshua. I'm not sure what happens with his future. Eddie Hearn said that this was good for him. Because he's taking people lightly, stuff like that. It's going to make him better. Let's say he goes on, which I think he's still going to build a good career, a good legacy. People are going to look back at this loss the young people in the future who are wet behind the ears. They don't know about the history of boxing, only live in their today. They're going to look back at AJ and you're going to say, hey, AJ was a wild boy. That boy can fight. They're going to be like, yeah, no, he lost to that pudgy dude, Andy Ruiz. Didn't he lose? He lost. My champion I love right now, he's 20-0. It's funny how the great ones are forgotten so easily. People live for the day. That's why you got people jumping out of their mouths talking about Pacquiao's greater than Muhammad Ali. Greater than Henry Armstrong. People are just stuck in there now. Pretty soon, there's going to be a fighter coming up. Maybe, I don't know, not a fighter after Devin Haney. He's going to come up. He's going to be a good fighter. They're going to say Manny Pacquiao got hit too easily. Not even understanding Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out 3 times. He isn't that great. That's what's wrong with people. And we're going to fix that old crap. We're in the forefront. This community, is in the forefront of fixing that. Wilder might not also have no proper answer for his pressure. Well, the thing is, who said that? Julius Harris. Okay, the thing is, Julius, right? The thing is, Andy Ruiz didn't give pressure like that. Because he's squatty doesn't mean he was Frazier. He's a boxer. Andy Ruiz was shooting a jab from a distance. And he was sucking Andy Joshua, who leans in with his punches. You can shorten the reach advantage. You can close the gap. You don't have to be Mike Tyson to do it. You can actually suck them in. There was a time when they were just at a distance and Andy was flicking that and he was waiting for Joshua to throw that leaning in right hand so he could counter him. Andy Ruiz wasn't pressuring him, like he was like he was Big Baby Miller. No. So that's what I'm saying. Look at his fighting style. It's very much like Chris Arreola. He pressured him when he had to, when AJ had rubbery legs and was falling back. But he knew he wasn't physically stronger than AJ. AJ pushed him back when they were in the clinch. Bigger, stronger man. Andy Ruiz beat him with skill, technique, game plan. It wasn't a pressure fight. J-Rock said it best. Saquon, absolutely. What's next, regulator? King Juice, thank you. Ruiz nor AJ are slick. So how don't Wilder KO both? You nailed it, King Juice. You nailed it. The problem for Wilder is a 6'9", slick, very hard to time, pigeon neck fighting Tyson Fury. That dude's a problem. That dude's a problem for AJ. That dude's a problem for Wilder. That dude's a problem for Andy Ruiz. That dude will probably make F.A. Ajagba look like a damn baby. That dude is that is a good fighter, that Tyson Fury. That's the guy. See, that's the thing. He doesn't have that hype that AJ came. Tyson Fury is the lineal champion. That dude is dangerous. That is the man. He's the. You saw the boxing lesson he was giving Deontay Wilder. Without those 2 knockdowns, it would have been a whitewashing. Forget 2. If it was only just the 1 knockdown in the 5th round, that would have been a white. He would have made Deontay Wilder a baby. Okay? Tyson Fury is the man. That's the scary fight. No one beats Tyson Fury. The only one who has a chance is Deontay Wilder, who, if Deontay Wilder misses you with the right hand, you go to sleep. Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest punchers I've ever seen. So that's the problem. There's only one Tyson Fury. You got that right, BK. You see The Rock commenting on Fury's page. He's the Tyson Fury fanboy. Look, it's not hard to be a Tyson Fury fanboy. Tyson Fury had class. What they say in the UK, BK? Class. Okay? Tyson Fury was class. He was class. And how he responded. He had empathy. He understood. Man, dude, he hit rock bottom before. Being on Burger Sugar. He saw Anthony Joshua situation, was like, hey, man, hey, get up, man. I mean, because Tyson Fury himself, he used to get at Anthony Joshua, talking about, man, he's a paper champion, stuff like that. But then when he saw that he was down, he was like, hey, man, get up. He don't want to see a great fighter like that just be down like that. Hey, man, get up, man. We all hit rock bottom. Get up. I love Tyson Fury for that. Never seen him struggle against anyone who isn't slick. Ronnie Corporation, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And hopefully I'll be able to announce some stuff that's great, okay? But Ronnie, thank you so much. But Fury has no knockout power. See, that's the thing. That's the romance. That's the dance, okay? That's the bullfighter against the bull, okay? Tyson Fury, how much knockout power did Floyd Mayweather have? What did he do in his career? Tyson Fury, do you have to have knockout power to be great? Did he knock out Deontay Wilder? It was a draw. Tyson Fury is just an excellent boxer, okay? But that's what makes the dance. That's what makes the matchup great. That Deontay Wilder is the bull with the crazy punching power, but he doesn't have the slickness, the craftsmanship. Tyson Fury, he is craft macaroni and cheese. He ain't the bull with the punching power. If you could put those two fighters together, you have the greatest heavyweight of all time. So that's what makes that fight always so interesting, and it should be a trilogy. Wilder beats Fury by Irish jig. Fury has KO power, but he just doesn't have one punch KO power. Andre Bryant, you have a ring of truth there. The thing is, power is about accuracy, punching accuracy mostly. The thing about Tyson Fury, he has knockout power as far as he's a big heavyweight, so he has weight on his punches. But Tyson Fury doesn't punch with a snapping punch. He throws arm shots. That's why he doesn't have the best punching power. But he has great accuracy. But with those arm shots, he doesn't have snap. That's the problem with Tyson Fury. But that's okay, because all he wants to do is touch you and make you miss. He's a fighting man. I think Wilder may use new trainers. No, Wilder has a new trainer. That's Mark Breland. Mark Breland, well, fairly new. And Mark Breland, like I said, he called him out right here on Ring Magazine. And he said that Deontay Wilder boxed on his level when he was 11 years old. And Mark Breland, what I've seen so far out of Deontay Wilder, he's shaping up pretty good. Don't be surprised if Deontay Wilder throws a punch we didn't see against Tyson Fury once he fights him again in a rematch. An uppercut. There's a reason why that Ortiz fight is so important. Why did Deontay Wilder have that Ortiz fight rematch before the Tyson Fury rematch? Why? Why not just go straight to Tyson Fury? Why? Because he needs some more work. Ortiz is a slick fighter. Let's do this again. Let me see if I can throw an uppercut. Let me see if I can throw a variety of punches. Punch down. Deontay Wilder doesn't do well punching down. Let me punch down. Let me jab to the body. Let's work on some things before we fight Tyson Fury. That was the game plan. Mark Breland knows what he's doing. Wilder needs a ballerina in his training camp. He has the goofiest footwork in the history of boxing. Facts. Body shots will get it for Wilder. Marcus Bell, facts. Man, they should have just got the Wilder AJ fight out of the way. Longevity boxing career. Eric, as a boxing fan, who cares? Okay? This is why. Here's why. We know the truth now. Anthony Joshua, we know the truth now. Anthony Joshua wasn't as good as we thought he was. If he was, he would have beaten Andy Ruiz. And if people say, well, he was distracted, great fighters don't get distracted. So he's not as good as we thought he was. I don't need to see Deontay Wilder against AJ immediately anymore. I saw what happened with AJ. I saw how he fight. I saw his weaknesses. fine. I want to see true threats right now. Tyson Fury's a true threat for Wilder. I'm gonna tell you who else is a true threat. F.A. Ajagba. That's a true threat. I'm looking like that. Usyk. That's a threat. I'm looking at them now. Usyk is probably a bigger threat for Deontay Wilder than AJ is, and that's facts. So I just want to see great fights, not big names. If AJ is what we saw that he is last night, he needs some work to do before I'm excited to see AJ against Deontay Wilder. How you think Wilder could have done in Jack Johnson era? Less footwork, more haymakers. He would have done excellent. Jack Johnson era is a little too back in the day. You know, this ain't gonna work. Look at their steal shots, how they pose. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, bro. But once stuff got to where, you know, Archie Moore was, stuff got to where Willie Pep around that time, around the time of Tony Zale, Carmen Bastilli, LaMotta, Robinson, Barney Ross, those guys. That's when the boxing got very good and its best. Those guys can fight now. But these guys, that's a little too back in the day, bro. Texas in the house, F.A. F.A. over White. Right. Let's see F.A. against Dillian White. You know, let's see who's really good. Okay? AJ is still a good fighter. But I don't have him as one of the three kings anymore. That's just it. They fought a lot out of the clinch, though. Those days, don't forget that. Yeah, I mean, but technique-wise, it wasn't really good, bro. I mean, just look at those days. People throwing punches, head on an island. Throwing punches, I mean, they're chest to chest with their head up. Punching that, come on, man. Come on, man. It was just a little too showbiz. Do you think Deontay Wilder is still going to fight Anthony Joshua? Jamie, I do. Later. Anthony Joshua, get some fights in. Okay? Learn a few things. Like I said, nothing is better for a champion than a good butt whooping. Learn some things. It'll be cool. It's just like J-Rock right now. Who doesn't want to see J-Rock against a Charlo right now? J-Rock learned some things, right? Look, the prizes were set. Thanks, Q. Here's the thing. Charlo would have beaten the Jarrett Hurd I always saw Charlo as beating Jarrett Hurd. I really did. Because Jarrett Hurd doesn't move his head. He used his face as a shield. Charlo punched way too hard from a too good of a distance for that. But now that Jarrett Hurd got his butt whooped by J-Rock, I'm interested. Now I'm more interested. Jarrett Hurd's going to throw a little wrinkle in his game. He may end up being the best junior middleweight to middleweight out there after this butt whooping. Hell of a fight. Head movement turns AJ into a world beater. But then again, he may gas. That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of things that AJ needs to improve on. But that's okay. Now he knows. Okay? Living in a world, he should have taken the blue pill. Okay? Living in that world where, hey, I'm good enough as I am. It's good to get more information. I got dribbled off the canvas 4 times. That's some good information for me to know. How did I lose? I never lost before. Let me look at myself. Now I can be better. So you're absolutely right. There's a few things he needs to work on. Good. Be a better fighter. So when AJ versus Deontay Wilder does happen, like I said, the heavyweight landscape was poor. Things are getting better now. Okay? These fighters got to really get good now. Like I said, fighters today, heavyweights today can't mess with the heavyweights in the 90s. You had to be good then. You saw Mike Tyson. Hey, they throw numbers out there. 1, 2, 7, 5. He had to be that good to be able to compete in the 90s, to be a champion in the 90s. So that's what I'm saying as far as Fighters, he has to be better now. AJ, he got to be a better fighter now. So when they do fight each other, we're talking about a better match now. His chin is exactly why he needs to move his head. AJ put a lot of people off with this fight. It was paper over in cracks in UK, but then he came to the Garden and got exposed. Once again, I'm going to keep bringing this up. I love this article, Englishmen in New York. Englishmen in New York. I love this. I love this article so much because that's been the history of Englishmen coming to New York. What happened yesterday? They called it right here. My thing is this, though. After what happened with AJ, you can consistently now question the grit of fighters in the UK. Let's do it like this. And this is no hit towards the UK. I love the UK. What they're doing for the boxing culture is amazing. But Josh Kelly came over and fought Ray Robinson. I've watched Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly was looking like Willie Pep / Roy Jones Jr. Fought Ray Robinson, 2 bloody eyes. Fought him to a draw. Just because Robinson was hard-nosed and gritty. So that's the thing now. Lennox Lewis getting dropped by Oliver McCall Rockman, right? How many times have I brought that up? That's the thing now. Nigel Benn, gritty. Somebody brought it up. Chris Eubanks, gritty. But I'm just saying, for the most part, the perception will be, I just got to out-grit a UK fighter. So now when AJ come over to the States and fight, I'm pretty sure that the American fighter is going to be like, yo, I'm going to take it to AJ. I'm going to out-grit him. And when he's punching, I'm going to punch. Because when we trade, I'm going to be more gritty than him. Perception becomes reality. AJ is going to have to change that perception, if he can. Katie Taylor, look, right. And we saw, man, Chris Algieri knocking the guy. When last time you seen Chris Algieri knock out anybody? Nobody's bringing up Callum Smith, though. Callum Smith did his thing. But with that said, that was one of the more exciting cards I've seen this year. DAZN did their thing. A lot of the, UK fighters didn't do all that well. They did okay. But what it made was great, impactful, exciting fights. Still a great card. They got a lot of subscribers. I'm sure of it after last night. Callum Smith, he'll beat Canelo Alvarez. I think Canelo Alvarez beats Callum Smith. The way Callum fight, of course, granted, this is super middleweight. That's 168. But the way Callum fight, shooting that jab, waiting for the right hand, Canelo's head speed, he beat a super middleweight just the other week. When he beat Danny Jacobs. He beat a big guy. He just beat Fielding, right? So he can fight at that weight class. He can take those punches. He took punches by Triple G. The way to beat, look, Caleb Plant is a problem for Canelo Alvarez because he's slick. Slick fighters, mechanical, technical, very mechanical, technical fighters like Callum Smith, that's not a problem for Canelo. Slick fighters like Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, yeah, he might fight too long for Canelo. Smith is legit puncher, definitely. Wilder is the next most exciting, is the most exciting heavyweight. Marcus Bell, what do you mean by excitement? Maybe you're right. I think, like I said, Tyson Fury to me is extremely exciting. He talks a good game. He put his hands behind his back. He looks amazing in the ring with the gestures that he does. He is a beautiful boxer, great to watch. He looks sloppy, short torso, very long arms. His legs look like his arms. No definition, very smooth body. Looks bad physically looking at him. But he boxes like he's amazing. I think he's a hoot. He's very fun to watch. AJ as well. What makes Deontay Wilder so fascinating is he can put you to sleep for the rest of your life, but you can rock Deontay Wilder. They said it here. I read it last night. Let me read it again. Mini Mike Tyson. I need to read that. Let me see if I can find this again. Excuse me. I'll let you guys talk, and here we go right here. I'll read it again for you guys. You can say Wilder epitomizes the elements that make heavyweight boxing at its best an exciting spectacle. He is capable of delivering a KO blow at any moment. But there's also the possibility he can get caught and hurt himself. That epitomizes AJ as well. So you saw last night. Anytime you have a fighter that can put you away and get caught, you have a lot of excitement there. One of the better fighters to watch ever. One of the better fighters you'll ever watch ever isn't the most winning fighter in the world. That's Arturo Gatti. Rest in peace to him. Arturo Gatti, win, lose, or draw, you have an exciting spectacle. That's Deontay Wilder, man. Who got the prize? Patrick Michael. He got the prize. That's any heavyweight, though. Marcus Bell. Okay. He is boring to me. If he's not fighting, talking about Tyson. Oh, you think Tyson? Okay, well, then there you go. Not a lot of people can appreciate things outside of a KO when it comes to boxing. A lot of people don't appreciate the ins and outs, the beauty in a good consistent jab and head movement. That's why Q, if you're listening, that's why a lot of boxing games don't do that well, right? A lot of boxing games are like, hey, people want to play boxing for the knockouts. They just want a boxing game that ends quick, big knockouts, exciting big knockouts. No. What makes a boxing game successful are the little things. What makes a boxer successful are the little things. What makes boxing amazing is the appreciation of the sweet science. Making someone miss, that's beautiful. A nice steady jab, that's beautiful. Looking down and throwing a hook to the head, that's beautiful. A parry, hooking off the parry, that's beautiful. Sucking someone in like a vacuum, like Roy Jones Jr., like Floyd Mayweather. Whoop, bam, right hand. That's beautiful. Okay? Footwork like Lomachenko, hopping to the side, things that people don't see. Lomachenko, where's his punching power? Forget that. Hopping to one side, hop to the other side. That's a great thing. Manny Pacquiao, hop forward, hop back, forward, back, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Hit pressure with being defensive on your pressure, like Frazier, like Mike Tyson. Beautiful thing. So it's what you appreciate when it comes to boxing. Glass Joe, I like watching Emmanuel Augustus fight. Yeah, he was strange, right? He hop around. He was strange. But that boy can fight, though. Not the best record in the world. But he fought everyone. He fought them all. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So, how do you know Joshua wants a rematch? Joshua said it. He said it in a press conference that he will still want Anthony Joshua. If the rematch comes with Andy Ruiz, he'll want that too. Yeah, boxing very exciting. And like I said, it's sad that this is an AJ loss and not so much of an Andy Ruiz win. The funny thing about this fight and the sad thing about boxing, though what happened last night is what makes boxing so great. The sad thing is, it's first an Anthony Joshua loss. Then somehow it's a Deontay Wilder win. Then it's an Andy Ruiz win. That's the problem. That AJ fight should have looked like Lewis versus Tua. Less than that. Less than that. Tua was a far greater fighter than Andy Ruiz. Different kind of thing. It shouldn't have looked like that. Joshua definitely should have kept the jab pumping and probably should have knocked him out. Joshua went too hard on trying to finish him off. Pause. But on top of that, his chin is so chandelier, he couldn't recover for 4 rounds. What do you think about Zab Judah? Zab Judah, I think, in my opinion, Zab Judah could have done better without his father in the corner. His father, boxing is 90% mental. So his father put him in a mental state that was too chaotic. When you look at his father coach him, train him in the corner, his father was beating him up more than his opponent. Man, you should do this, and then you do this. What you doing, Zab? He'll punch Zab in the chest. Boom, boom, boom. He was beating Zab up more than, so Zab came out like, "Rah!" and was losing his mind. That's why you can beat Zab mentally. I'm really starting to appreciate what DAZN is doing for boxing. I was so unaware for a long time. That's awesome. That was awesome. In 2 months, I have my talk to Q. Q will let you know what's going on Hard Knock Nights. What were my thoughts on Ammo Win? Yeah. Sensational. Hard puncher. Good fighter. We'll see. What's his real name, though? They kept calling him Ammo Williams, but his name is like Austin Williams. What's his name? Yeah, good fighter, though. Good fighter. Pack Division. Thank you very much. You know, DAZN sent me this, so thank you very much. You need to come to Africa. You have a traditional alpha male mentality. You'll love Africa. Thank you, Brock. And you know what? I think I would, man. I think I would definitely love Africa. That is the second time I heard that. I was in Canada for business once. And I was riding an Uber with a guy who's from Africa. And I was talking with him. He was like, man, you're the type of guy. You would love Africa. So, yeah, absolutely. Seen and unseen boxing. Thank you. Even though we agree to disagree, I enjoy all convo. Absolutely. And that's the thing here. I read a lot of comments. There are comments that are a bit discouraging. Like, hey, man, I never even said that. Why are you commenting like this? But I don't respond to those so much. But I read a lot of comments because I tell people all the time, I am not the oracle, walking encyclopedia, living tribunal, infinity gauntlet wielding, boxing knowledge, extraordinaire. I love boxing. I love talking boxing. But a wise man once said he knew nothing at all, right? I grow from throwing out rhetoric, having conversations, and seeing different perspectives. So when you said even though we agree to disagree, I like hearing your perspective because that gives me food for thought. You know what I'm saying? So I need to hear those things. I need to hear different perspectives to make me stronger. And if you guys, from these days, when I was doing the green screen, I've gotten stronger since then. That's not by accident. That's by open forum discussions and reading your comments. Do you know when the beta will be coming out? That's for Q. Let's see. Just tuned in. What's the topic? We're talking about the heavyweight division. What's going on now? What does Dillian White? What happens with him now? Dillian White is getting boxed out of the whole conversation, right? Joe Joyce, should his time be accelerated? He's not getting any younger, and he's new. Usyk, things looking very up for him. If he comes back from his injury, he wins in the heavyweight division, wins his first fight as a heavyweight. Takam, Povetkin, whoever it is, he probably shoots up to top 4, especially if Ortiz loses to Deontay Wilder again. So there's a huge gap that's going to start getting filled by these heavyweights. White and Ortiz, I think Ortiz is shot, but I feel you. A Wilder and Fury in the rematch. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Fury is going to do Fury. He's going to do Fury. The scary thing is, if Deontay Wilder doesn't do Deontay Wilder, and he does something, if Deontay Wilder is growing, Fury may lose by KO. If Deontay Wilder is the same Deontay Wilder, Fury ain't going to get dropped like that again. Fury smokes Deontay Wilder. But I am under the suspicion that Deontay Wilder is improving. That's a scary thought. Joe Joyce is a retro heavyweight with slow speed. Great chin. Great power, too. Is Klitschko coming back? My understanding was that he was coming back, but he's, before girls double dutch, that's what he's doing, okay? He's in the game, out the game, in the game. I think he's trying to find the right opponent. Usyk said he will be fighting in September. Great. Joseph C., I agree with you. Joe Joyce is too sluggish and slow. A sluggish and slow heavyweight that could somehow do a no-hand cartwheel. So, man. Mexican Rocky. Yeah, they call him the Mexican Rocky. I think that's a beautiful name, a beautiful thing. Here's the thing about Andy Ruiz. When looking at someone like Anthony Joshua, he looked the part. Anthony Joshua looked like what everyone would inspire to be like. Tall, charming, good looking, well built, strong, articulate well, good thinker, knockout power. When you look at him and he's holding the belts, he looks like what we aspire to be. Andy Ruiz looks like the common man. He looks like he just got off work with a beer and went on and took on AJ. The common man. He won one for the common man. The guy who doesn't have a six-pack. A guy, while his girlfriend is looking at AJ, secretly swooning. He looks nothing. He doesn't reflect AJ's image. Andy Ruiz looks like the other man. The regular guy. He won one for them. He didn't even look mean in the stare down, which fooled me. I thought he was scared. He had the same face after he won the fight. What's going on, man? Same face. He's the common man. That's what makes him so attractive as a heavyweight champion. You look at him and you feel, I can do it too. He won one for us. It's kind of like Manny Pacquiao right now in his 40s. You got me reaching my middle age, and I look at Pacquiao and I kind of rooting for the guy. I usually don't have a horse in the race, but against Keith Thurman, I'm like, woo! Hey, let's do one for the 40s, man. Come on. I'm going to be reaching 40 soon enough. Let me know that I won't look like an old man by the time I reach 40. Do one for me. Andy Ruiz got that type of appeal. So that's why Andy Ruiz, the Mexican Rocky, excellent story. Dad bod versus built boxer. Who wins? Dad bod. Yeah, Regulator, nothing wrong for rooting for Pac. I root for Pac for that reason. But, Regulator, you know me, well, you're the same way. Me and Regulator is very, very similar. I'm rooting for a good fight more than anything. Ruiz is deceptively fast. Up top. Legs in the mud. Wilder gets a jab, it's over. If he gets a variety of jabs, it's over. A jab to the body, a jab to the chest, the type of jabs Ruiz was throwing. Flicking the jab, not just putting the paw out there to throw your right hand. A true jab that snaps your head back. If he gets an uppercut thrown up in there, looks good. Variety of punches. ID and day-to-day question at 40. How long have I been on? Hold on, let me see. Okay, I think I'm reaching over an hour. Favorite porn star. Boy, dog, you got wrong channel. You missed my super chat yesterday, bro. Justin Brooks, tell me what you said. Please, let me know. You don't have to make it a super chat. Just tell me what you said. My bad. What did you say? Hey, look, my live stream was lit. I couldn't catch it. It was on my phone. Fury. Okay. Too much Mr. Nice Guy from AJ. He needs to get a fighting mentality. Too much smiling. That's the UK culture. It's not bad to be that kind of guy. Okay? What else we got? Will Spence of Crawford, okay, mess up the bag for mega fight in 2020? I hope not. God, I wish I understood that question. Let me decode it. Will Spence of Crawford mess up the bag for a mega fight? Oh! I hope not too. That article, the Welterweight, was all about that. Pick up the Ring magazine. You'll love that article. They're speaking of that. Love your channel. Grow, keep it up. Thank you. I just saluted you for the great work, bro. Justin Brooks, look, salute back. Thank you very much, man. All right, so you always show I love the lives, my brother. Hey, seen and unseen boxing, absolutely. So yeah, I know you guys heard me speak on this before. The Welterweight in Ring magazine talking about Terrence Crawford against Errol Spence. Is it going to be as great as, you know, what happened with Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns fighting in their 20s and it being a sensational fight? Is it going to be like Trinidad against Oscar De La Hoya or Sweet Pea Whitaker against Chavez when the robberies happened? Or is it going to be horrible like Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao, way too late and not entertaining at all? Great article. That's the question with Terrence Crawford against Errol Spence. What is Floyd's biggest weakness? He didn't have many weaknesses. Floyd Mayweather, biggest. He was a very advanced fighter. I give him that. Maybe the fact that his hands were fractured, so it didn't make him that good of a puncher when he moved up 147, 154. The thing that Floyd Mayweather doesn't get credit for is the fact that he was fighting above his natural weight class. He should have been at 140. That's his natural weight class. But he's such an advanced, good fighter. He was able to campaign at 154 a few times, catch weights, and at 147 for the rest of his career. Great fighter, man. Great fighter. Damaged the sport. Still to be seen there. Great. Okay. Can Ruiz get the $50 million for the rematch if he's smart? It's not him being smart. It's Al Heyman. I'm pretty sure he's going to trust Al Heyman. Bye, guys. KTK. Where I'm from, I'm funny as hell. Man, bro, I'm from the Midwest, man. I had a situation when I first started, okay? When I first started this. And it was a year ago. I think I had at most 200 subscribers. 300 to 400 subscribers. A guy found out where I lived. Not my home, but where I lived. That dude was in my Facebook on some stuff that I wasn't feeling. Needless to say, dude, I've been more, I'm not going to say where I stay. Because now I know with so many eyes on me, not all of the eyes are, not all of the eyes are the type of eyes I would prefer. How about that? Man. Love your channel. Please keep up the good work. Trust me, AJ will regain his belts. In my opinion, only he still beats Wilder. Congratulations to Ruiz. Heirs love. Let me tell you something. When it comes to Matchroom and PBC, right now PBC got the huge advantage, bargaining advantage. PBC doesn't have to rematch on the terms that Matchroom wants the rematch to be. The champion is Andy Ruiz. Let's see if AJ gets the opportunity in the rematch that he wants. We'll see. Does the PBC voluntarily just hand the belts back to AJ? Do they believe that, like I do, that Andy Ruiz is better than AJ and give him that rematch anyway? We'll see. Rocky Marciano, how tall am I? I'm 5'10". I thought I was 5'9" for a long time. But I got a full checkup. Life insurance, you need those things. I got a full checkup and I'm healthy. Extremely healthy. With that said, though, they did my height and surprisingly enough, I'm 5'10". I'm like, hey, dog. I ain't running from nobody. Keith Thurman calling out Conor next. What the hell? Keith Thurman, he wishes he was Floyd so bad he could taste it. You believe the Mexican Michelin Man will be praised alongside Wilder and Fury if he beats AJ again? Yeah, if he beats AJ again, people will definitely see him as the truth if they doesn't already. Me, I do. I think Andy Ruiz is more the truth than he's better than people thought he was, but AJ isn't as good as people thought he was too. That's why I say there's two kings now. We'll see. I think Efe Ajagba he has more potential of being one of the three kings than Andy Ruiz. Ruiz simply out-grit and out-chinned AJ. He also outboxed him. He outboxed him. AJ guard isn't that great. 1. 2, AJ was reluctant to... It got to a point that Ruiz was countering with combinations so well with his hand speed. And he said that in the press conference afterwards. He knew that he had AJ outmatched. He knew he was going to beat him. AJ's too slow for him. And Ruiz knew what kind of punches to throw. It wasn't just him gritting and throwing punches. That was boxing. He outboxed him. Wilder doesn't get enough credit for always fighting a bigger guy. Yeah, Wilder doesn't get enough credit, but that's because Wilder is the bad guy. So right now, people aren't bowing to the fact that, hey, Wilder may be the truth. They're looking for the new hero to get behind. Anyone that can beat Deontay Wilder is the best. It's their hero. You have people now even saying, hey, look, I forgot who said this. I forgot who said it. But they're like, hey, Deontay Wilder the fake champion anyway. Tyson Fury's the champion. They're looking for any way to discredit Wilder. I'm not sure what happened. Why Deontay Wilder is the bad guy. It may be his bomb squad persona. I'm not sure what it is, though. Whatever it is, he's the bad guy. And they want him to discredit. They're not going to give him enough credit. Also, Daniel Dubois, good fighter, many holes in this game. Miami in the house. Ed Angulo, what's going on with you? One time versus Pac-Man, who do you have winning? You probably said before, but Brock, absolutely, but I'm going to say it again. I got Keith Thurman beating Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman has the age advantage, reflexes advantage, physical advantage. Manny Pacquiao, he hasn't knocked out anybody in 10 years outside of Matisse. Keith Thurman, on the other hand, I think he got the type of power to make Manny Pacquiao definitely respect him. Manny Pacquiao has the power to make Keith Thurman respect him as well, definitely. But I think Manny Pacquiao at 40 is a bit too long in the tooth to call himself beating Keith Thurman. That's my prediction. I can be wrong. But I haven't seen Manny Pacquiao look great in a minute. That's another thing. He won a fight, Matisse. He won another fight, Adrian Broner. Matisse was shot and finished. Adrian Broner, he ain't thrown a punch since he was, junior welterweight. Or lightweight. He had a grueling fight with Jeff Horn that I think he should have gotten a nod for. But he shouldn't have struggled like that against Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao is past it. He's long in the tooth. And going up against a fighter, undefeated great welterweight fighter like Keith Thurman, who has beaten Danny Garcia, beaten Sean Porter, that may be too steep of a hill to climb for Manny Pacquiao. That's how I feel right now. Like I said, I'm not the oracle. I can be wrong. But I haven't seen anything really to convince me otherwise as of right now. But we'll see. Manny Pacquiao's chasing the Mayweather payday. Too bad, because I don't see Mayweather fighting. Being 17 years old, 6 feet, 175 pounds, should I start boxing? If you love boxing. 17 years old, 175 pounds, that's not, I don't know, true legend. That wasn't enough for me to say that you're a boxer or not. But if you love boxing, you should. If you said that you were 5'2", 105 pounds, I'll be like, it's the same thing. But should you start boxing at 17 years old? Look at Joe Joyce. Look at Brazil. Look at Deontay Wilder. Look at these guys who started late. They do pretty good. So if you have boxing in you, absolutely. Farmer and BK going at it. Absolutely, bruh K. Absolutely. I think Fury will again, because Fury is going through major changes but so is Wilder. Good. It's just a good fight, Brendan Smith. I love it, Brendan Smith. I love it. I love the fight. It's a close call, just like the first one was. It's wonderful for boxing, man. Close call. And I'm proud of them two boys for taking each other when they know how much of a struggle that is. I think when looking at it, I think Deontay Wilder feels more confident than Tyson Fury probably. Think about it. Me, on the other hand, I think Tyson Fury is the better boxer. If Deontay Wilder doesn't change, I give Fury the advantage. But think about it. If you fought a guy and the last thing to happen was you being asleep and not remembering the knockdown or the count or how you got up, that's a scary thing. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, was like, man, I was a second away from beating Tyson Fury. Let me throw that punch. Let me set up that punch more patiently next time. Let me throw it a little bit lower, anticipating where his head's going to be, not throw it where his head is. Let me make that slight adjustment. I think I knock him out. I think Deontay Wilder feels more confident than Tyson Fury right now. Prograis. Does Prograis get enough credit for his skill? I don't know. It gets credit from me, but I don't know. I don't know about others. I really don't know. Yeah, Austin Williams started 3 years ago, has number one NBA. Yeah, King Juice. I got King Kong over Wilder. Man, that's one heck of a call. Because the best Ortiz against Wilder was the first one. I don't think Ortiz has gotten better. I think he's gotten older. And he got dropped like 3 times against Wilder the first time. I don't think he's improved. I think Wilder, on the other hand, has improved. And I think Ortiz has just gotten older. He looked horrible against Hammer. So to say that you got Ortiz beating Wilder this time, that is something. Austin Williams and I started boxing 3 years ago today. Look at him and I. Wow. Percy's perspectives. Wow. And thank you for the donation, for the super chat. Wow. Wow. If Ruiz beats Joshua again in the rematch, you think he gets Wilder Fury right away? Yeah, I do. Not Wilder Fury so much, but he gets Wilder because of PBC. They keep it in-house. Ortiz is getting KO'd within 5 rounds, probably. Wilder will Thurman Ortiz in the rematch, probably. Wilder tends to do that. I think Floyd's biggest weakness is his ring IQ sometimes, his lack of making adjustments. That was funny, George Underwood. I'm going to take that as sarcasm because that's Floyd Mayweather's biggest strength. So let me... Sam Greer, what's up with you? I may need another coffee. Oh, that's not coffee. I need another tea. Boy. Here's the thing. I think if AJ was fighting Big Baby Miller, it would have been different. I think AJ would have been more cautious fighting Big Baby Miller. Also, I think Big Baby Miller isn't that good of a fighter. I think Andy Ruiz is better than him. Also, Andy Ruiz not passing the eyeball test convinced AJ that Andy Ruiz was probably a joke. That push by Big Baby Miller and all the junk he was talking was bringing on a different AJ. AJ had the eye of the tiger against Big Baby Miller. He was tired of hearing. Remember how AJ was sitting there rolling his neck? Like if this dude keep on talking, I'm about to shove his jaw down his throat and out his ass. So that was... I just pictured that. I just pictured that. So, I think it wouldn't have been the same result, Big Baby Miller against AJ. My God. All that just to say that Gervonta beat Tevin Farmer. I agree. Because Tevin Farmer just got pop and not power. My biggest brother, shout out to you, Julius, always bring up the difference between pop and power. Your boy, Birdo, he had pop. He didn't have power. Sean Porter, he got pop, not power. Deontay Wilder, power. Tito Trinidad, power. Julian the Hawk Jackson, power. Sugar Ray Robinson, power. Cotto, power. You know what I'm saying? There's people with pop and there's people with power. Okay? Gervonta Tank Davis, power. Farmer, pop. When they fight each other, I think Tank Davis beats them with power. The pop isn't going to discourage Tank Davis from throwing those fast, explosive, powerful shots. Mike Tyson, power. You must crop and grow your food, huh? Dog, boy, y'all are going at it. Kaunaki takes AJ. Believe it. Probably. That was great that you said that, Gregory. Probably, Greg. Probably. Adam Kaunaki, I got mad love for his boxing ability. I do. Probably. After seeing the way Andy Ruiz beat AJ, that's the same kind of guy. Less hand speed, though. So with him being slower, maybe not. It was the blazing hand speed combinations that Andy Ruiz possessed that caused so much trouble for AJ. True Legend 509, Mike Tyson, bro. You rank Adam Kaunaki. I don't think he's accomplished more than AJ. I rank AJ over Kaunaki. If you were going to do the top 10 in the heavyweight division, we're going to go AJ over Kaunaki. How many times you going to say probably? Probably a few more times. If me, or am I only one who thinks White is a great fighter and is good enough to beat Fury? Saquon, it may be only you. I don't think Dillian White is a great fighter. We'll see, though. Haney versus Gambon. Tank versus Loma. Lomachenko, Joseph C. Carlos. Boy. Let's see. What's your current heavyweight rankings? Based on skill. Now that Usyk is a heavyweight. Without even seeing his first fight. But I saw him in the amateurs against Joe Joyce, so I know how he performs as a heavyweight. Based on performances, not skill. Performances. I got Tyson Fury number 1. Deontay Wilder number 2. Not to say Deontay Wilder won't beat Tyson Fury. He probably will. And that's going to make Deontay Wilder number 1. Tyson Fury number 1. Deontay Wilder number 2. Usyk number 3. Even without having a heavyweight fight. Like I said, I saw him in the amateurs as a heavyweight. Dillian White 4, Andy Ruiz 5, AJ 6, F.A. Adam Kaunaki 7, F.A. Jagbe 8. I got F.A. very high. Okay? Pulev 9. You know, the rest, Povetkin, like the rest is what it is. I think Ruiz is just a really bad matchup for AJ. His hands are very, very fast. Kaunaki hands are nowhere near as fast. Deals Kaunaki, but yeah. Right. Matthew Clark, yeah, you're steering us right. I agree with you. Gregory Larry, thank you so much. Who is better, Ortiz or Ruiz? Right now, Ruiz. I think Ortiz is shot. You got to understand. You're talking to somebody who thinks that Ortiz used to eat popcorn and watch the Jackson 5. Okay? You got somebody who think Ortiz is an old man. I think Ortiz is 55 years old. All right? I know he's not the age they say he is. He has that Sonny Liston situation. When Sonny Liston died, they said, here lies a man. They didn't know when he was born. They don't know when he died. They found him, his rotting, smelling corpse in his apartment. They don't know when he was born. They don't know exactly how old he is. That's Ortiz. They don't know how old he is. I look at Ortiz. I see his age lines. And I see somebody who favorite Jackson was Marlon. Okay? So I see an old man who's shot now. I got Ruiz over Ortiz. Yeah, he's 72. Antonio, really? No, man. Ruiz is the guy that he was before he knocked out AJ. So if you knew Andy Ruiz before, where was all of this Andy Ruiz talk before AJ? Why no one said, hey, Andy Ruiz is really the guy that'll beat Wilder and Tyson Fury? We can't let one fight say that Andy Ruiz is good enough to give Tyson Fury a fight. With that said, Tyson Fury, he beats Andy Ruiz pretty good. But I can understand. People look at Tyson Fury and don't see what I see. So, I see an excellent fighter. I see a very slick fighter. A fighter that's a mismatch for anyone being 6'9", with the reach that he has. AJ ain't got the kills in him. It show regardless of conditioning. Preacher, regulator, much love. I like James Wilson for F.A. Jabe next. Salute. Canelo don't want Caleb Smith. I mean, he's fighting at middleweight. That's where he campaigns. He's going to fight Demetrius Andrade. Wait a second before we start talking about moving up to 168. Just wait a second. Tyson Fury has the best head fakes in the game right now. Yeah, Gregory. His feints, absolutely. Oh man, look. This is when you guys remember when I tore my knee. Check. This is when I tore my. Oh, you can't see it because it's too bright. This is a video. I'm sitting with pillows around me. Oh, that is a sad sight. Oh my God. Hold on. Yo, man, this right here. Oh, I keep this as a reminder of how low it can go. Things can get bad, okay? Thank God I am fit with good health and everything. Because really, dude, look, every day isn't promised. You never know what's going to happen. I just had a slip and fall at a fight. Q was there. Rob was there. You know, everybody. Zach was there. Bad Chad was there. Snow the Informer. Like, he was there. I think it was actually his drink that I slipped on. Just crazy accident. But I want to say this to you guys, man. All in all, I'm about to call it. Go spend some time with Miss Biz. I hope you guys got enough questions answered tonight. And I hope this was a good live stream for you guys. Okay, I hope you got enough out, had a good time, and I hope this was a great show for you. We're going to have more giveaways and stuff like that. We're going to talk more about Boxing Avenue, Hard Knock Nights Live. Like I said, when that happens, you're definitely going to be talking to Q more, because Q is the main developer. He's going to be in the chat talking a lot, man. So we'll bring up Hard Knock Nights, and he'll be discussing a lot of it. So I hope you guys had a good time, man. Let me put this down so I can do my signature uppercut. Thank you for coming out. All my new subscribers and everybody who just stopped by now, thank you so much, man. The ShowBizz, the adult community, is growing extremely fast. We're steamrolling, okay? To the point where I learn enough from you guys, okay? I learn as much from you as you do from me, all right? So, ShowBizz, the adult. Hold on, man. Let me get this lined up because you never know. And I'm going to need more tea. My throat, my voice is getting kind of hoarse. So, and we all got to work tomorrow, right? I'm out.